I'm selling all of it. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, I'm going to be explaining to you exactly why I am going to be selling all of my Solana. You see, I have discovered something absolutely insane about the way that Solana works from an inflationary standpoint. You see, we invest in Bitcoin to get away from the inflation of the United States dollar. We invest in the stock market to get away from the inflation of the United States dollar. And you may have thought that you were investing in Solana to get away from inflation, but instead, you have been participating in a system that has lost nearly half of its value in just the last 3.5 years, and doesn't look like that's going to stop anytime soon. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you the dirty truth of one of my largest cryptocurrency holdings and why I am planning on selling all of it when the time comes. But without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Now, I already know that I'm going to get a lot of flack and a lot of hate for this video. But I don't care, because you need to hear what I'm about to tell you. Now, to be clear, I'm not going to be selling my Solana right now, but I am going to be cashing out all of it relatively soon, probably in the next 3 to 6 months, as it approaches a new all-time high. And the reason for that is why we're here today. The story starts on CoinMarketCap. You see, right now, Solana trades at roughly $170 and a $76 billion market capitalization. Over the last several months, you guys have seen me compare the price action and the market cap chart on Solana to show you the amount of inflation, but never until a few days ago did I go and actually calculate the inflation rate of Solana, and what I discovered shocked me. When we invest in cryptocurrencies or the stock market or real estate, just about anything, one of our primary reasons for investing is to get away from the inflation of the currency that we would otherwise be holding. Over the last 100 years, the United States dollar has lost over 95% of its value. I just heard about a couple that is trying to sell a $3.8 million property that was bought in the 90s for 190 grand. There's a huge amount of inflation that goes on in the United States dollar, and we're trying to run from that. Never did you think that you would be running to something that could be up to 10 times more inflationary than the dollar, called Solana. You see, I've been telling you guys for a while that over the last 2.5 years, Solana has gone through at least 25% inflation when we calculate the difference between the price action chart here and the market cap chart. On $75 billion in market cap back in 2021, we saw Solana go to $250. Right now, on $75 billion in market cap, Solana's only at $170. Well, I discovered on Masari that I could actually find the circulating supply of Solana over time, even with the free account. This is Masari.io. You simply come up here, type in Solana, hit Solana, then come right over here to the left and hit the supply button. That'll bring you to this chart, set it to 5 years, and you will see the increasing supply of Solana here, and it is absolutely terrifying. In January of 2021, when Solana was getting started, its circulating supply was 261 million. As it stands right now, its circulating supply is 448 million, with no signs of stopping anytime soon. Numbers such as a 1.5% eventual inflation target have been thrown around by Solana for a very long time. We are nowhere near that. Talks of a 5.6% inflation rate has been thrown around for a very long time. We're nowhere near that. Signs of an 8% inflation rate have been thrown around for a very long time, and we're nowhere near that. No, instead, it's more like 21%. Let me show you. In between the month of January 2021 and the month of May, which is this month, 40 months have passed. 3 years and a third. To calculate the inflation rate of Solana, we simply have to divide 448 million, its current circulating supply, by 261 million, the supply in 2021, while keeping in mind that 40 months elapsed during that time period. When we divide 448.53 divided by 262, the amount of Solana in existence in January of 2021, we can see that Solana has gone through 71% inflation in those 40 months. If we divide a 71% inflation rate over 40 months by 40 months, then that gives us an average inflation rate of 1.775, not per year, per month. Multiplying that number by 12 over the last 40 months, we have seen an average annual inflation rate on Solana north of 20%. This is exactly why I will never hold Solana for the long run until this changes. My investment philosophy is first and foremost to beat inflation. That's like bare minimum, is to beat the United States dollar's inflation. But here's the problem. You also have to factor in the inflation of whatever asset it is that you're investing in. Bitcoin is very much sound money. You don't have very much inflation, if any, on Bitcoin. In fact, over the last 5 years, Bitcoin has gone through roughly 10% inflation. Not in 40 months, in 60 months. It's gone through 10% inflation, whereas in 40 months, Solana went through 70. That's right. The Solana inflation rate has been 10 times higher than Bitcoin's and higher than than the United States dollars. Ethereum, on the other hand, has actually become slightly deflationary ever since late September 2022 when a major update came out leading to a massive amount of burn on the token allocation, which has led to its inflation ceasing entirely. When you invest in an asset, you're first trying to beat the inflation of the individual currency that you're investing in, that being the dollar. Then you have to add on top the inflation of the asset that you're investing in. In Bitcoin's case, that inflation is very low. In the case of Ethereum, it's almost non-existent. In the case of Solana, even in the last 12 months, it's been over 15%. That means that on an average annual basis, you've got to make 15% in Solana and then 2 to 3% on top of that from the United States dollar. That totals to almost 20%, if not even higher, just to not lose money. I don't know about you, but I could see Solana rallying more than 20% in the next year. I don't see it rallying 20% every single year for the next decade, though. Eventually, it's going to reach a place where its own inflation is going to outstrip any incentive to actually invest in the coin. And until this changes, it's going to be a major reason why Solana cannot compete with Ethereum. And that is why Ethereum is an order of magnitude larger position in our portfolio. We have literally more than 10 times as much Ethereum as we do Solana. And I am going to be selling every last drop of our Solana at the top after it rallies. We're already up double on our SOL, and I'm going to hold it for a little bit longer, but I'm going to sell every single last bit of it into assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum in the United States stock market and into real estate that I am planning on holding for the next 5 years. Because successful investors invest in assets that they reasonably expect will be worth more in 5 years than they are right now with at least a 95% confidence. I don't have that confidence for Solana 5 years out. 6 months from now, I think it'll be higher than it is now. 5 years from now, I'm wondering how this inflationary mechanic, or glitch, if you will lead to people taking money out of Solana. Now, I already hear you in the comments, but Jab, they're working on it. You got burn coming in. Until that changes, we still have to deal with the fact that Solana is massively inflationary, and that and the outages continue to be two of the reasons why it is still playing second fiddle to Ethereum. But if you're looking to trade Bitcoin or Ethereum or Solana or any other cryptocurrency, the best place to do it is on Blowfin. If you go to Blowfin with the link in the description box down below, not only are you going to be getting access to an excellent cryptocurrency exchange with features like copy trading and earning through staking, you're also going to be getting access to full leverage trading and all of that with full-on asset custody by Fireblocks, the leader in the industry. Make sure to check out Blowfin with the link in the description box down below and do all of your trading there. We've got some new promotions coming up soon for those of you that are trading on Blowfin, so make sure to check those out coming in the upcoming weeks. Go ahead and sign up, and then you'll be able to be a part of those when those come out. I hope you did enjoy today's video. Before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.